So how can you improve your mindset so that you can not only achieve, but you can crush your goals? So Joanne Rowling, also known as JK Rowling, she overcame poverty, failure, and rejection. And yet she went on to become a highly successful and beloved author. Her Harry Potter book series sold over 600 million copies and has been translated into 84 languages. The series has been adapted into over 8 highly successful films, and the books gave rise to a global media franchise. Joanne also wrote The Casual Vacancy and the Strike Crime fiction series. Her net worth is estimated to be over $1 billion. Life was very difficult for Joanne. She dealt with poverty, depression, and shattered dreams. Her biggest challenge came when her mother died, and that left her feeling devastated, and she was 25 years old at the time. Her mother, Anne Rowling, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she died from complications related to that disease. So when Joanne was 26 years old, she moved to Portugal. And that was in 1992, and she got married soon after, and she gave birth to her daughter, Jessica. But unfortunately, her marriage did not last very long. She divorced her husband just after 13 months. And as you can imagine, she felt devastated again. Here she was, a new mother. She was alone. She didn't have her mother to be able to reach out to and depend on, receive love from, and she was deeply worried about her future. So Rowling, she moved to Edinburgh, Scotland with her daughter, and she was forced to rely on state benefits. She spent much of her time writing Harry Potter in cafes when Jessica was sleeping in the prom next to her. As you can imagine, Joanne was struggling with extreme self-doubt and confidence. She struggled with deep depression, she said, from the time that she was 25 up until she was 28 or so. And it was a very dark time for her. She said she lost any sense of hope. She lost feeling. It was because of her daughter, Jessica, that JK went and got help. She was so poor, Joanne, that she couldn't afford a computer or even the cost of photocopying the manuscript, which was 90,000 words. And so she manually typed each version that she was going to send out to publishers. She manually typed each one of those. And after she sent her manuscript to 12 publishers and getting rejected by almost every one, she began losing confidence in her book. She began losing confidence in herself. But finally, Bloomsbury, a small publishing house in London, shared that they wanted to publish Harry Potter. And she was elated. She was so excited. The publisher decided to start with a small print run, and they didn't have a publicist to help out initially. And the success of Harry Potter was initially spread through word of mouth from child to child. And then we know that the Harry Potter series has since sold more than 600 million copies, and it's been made into movies, and it's totally transformed Joanne's life. She has described that at one point she felt that she was the most epic failure she knew. Her worst fears had been realized. She said rock bottom was the solid foundation on which she was able to rebuild her life. She was forced to face her worst fears. She says, I was set free. My greatest fear had been realized, and yet I was still alive. And I had the daughter that I adored, and I had a typewriter, and I had a big idea. Joanne stripped away the inessential in her life. She chose to move forward and to focus on the one thing that mattered and where she could believe in herself. She's told herself, I can tell a story. Joanne's mindset and her determination despite failures is a testament to the power of persuasiveness, to the power of identifying your sweet spot and your purpose, and never giving up on your dreams, even in the face of extreme adversity. Joanne worked hard at her craft before anyone noticed. She faced many rejections, but she constantly strived for success, and her success story inspires so many people to keep pushing even when life gets rough.